Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will get the first crack at it here. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that... The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bridges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, looking again to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the Raging Cajuns will keep this drive going. Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Clemson is quick to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Woodside. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move, creates some space. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's open on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Russo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They're going to throw it again. He's got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Raging Cajuns have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. At midfield, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Power football with the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line, and good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. This one's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Quick tempo here for the offense. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. The Tigers will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Finds his man. It's Gore. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And off from the shotgun. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Clemson is quick to the line. The play action fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Quarterback on the keeper. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Afterburners coming. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Woodside. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Little touch pass to the receiver. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They move the tight end all over. The give from the gun. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clemson will send the punt team out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Running with power. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Oh, they knock it free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Woodside. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Getting some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard.
And that's massive, all the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Woodside. Got his man in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll line up to go for 2. They're going to run it. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He looks that one in nicely. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says thank you very much. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now facing a third and long. He'll set up to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.